Hey bag makers, today I'm going to be talking about the Zipper Genie, various fabrics that I've added to my stash, the Encyclopedia of Pieced Quilt Patterns. I'll be talking about various top 5 lists, and there's a great giveaway at the end. I'm Sarah Lawson from Sewsweetness. Thanks so much for joining me for Sewcial Sunday, my weekly sewing chat. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to Sewcial Sunday. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. I see Kimberly's watching. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with our Facebook streams, but it should be live as usual. Beverly's watching from Missouri, and Terry from Hilton Head. So welcome to Sewcial Sunday. I'm going to be chatting about a bunch of cool things tonight, the notion of the week, new fabrics in my stash. As we've been doing lately, we're going to kick it off with the $25 gift certificate to Sewsweetness.com, and this is a live giveaway. We also have another giveaway at the end of the show open to both live viewers and viewers of the recording of the show. So I'm going to give you a minute or two to get your comment in to be counted for the first live giveaway, and you can tell me where you're from. You can just say hello, whatever you'd like. Get your comments in now. We're going to be counting all the comments from Facebook and YouTube, and I'm going to chat about one of my Christmas gifts while you're getting your comments in. So my mom made me this crocheted shawl for Christmas. Violet got one for her birthday in different colors, but I wanted to show you because the colors are just super amazing. Hopefully that comes up well on camera. It's winter in Chicago, so not shawl wearing weather. I was thinking of wearing this with I have sort of like a denim dress, and I think it would look really awesome wearing the shawl with the dress. So really looking forward to wearing this. And yeah, that was one of my favorite Christmas gifts I got this year. And I listened to a podcast before the holidays about giving and receiving gifts. And so I've been trying to make a really definite effort when we're using gifts that other people have given us to snap a photo. We got a lot of board games for Christmas, and so when we use the gifts, I snap a photo and text the photo to whoever gave it to us. And so I realize that not every gift is meant to be used right away, perhaps like the shawl, but throughout the year I'll be snapping photos of gifts because I feel like it's an extra step to thank the recipient and let them know that we really appreciate the gifts that we got. So a few things. Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe says, amazing shawl from your mom. Heather says, nice gift from your mom. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just, the colors are the best, and I especially love the turquoise color in the shawl. So a few things I wanted to let you know about before we get over to that notion of the week. The January challenge, which is a monthly challenge featuring a $100 gift certificate to Sewsweetness.com. That one's randomly drawn. This month's challenge is to make a Sewsweetness pattern that you've never made before. So perhaps you have a few Sewsweetness patterns that you've been collecting in your pattern stash. Choose one of those to make it for the January challenge. You have until January 31st to enter your completed photo of your project in the challenge, and the link is in the description to read more. I see a few people have already entered the challenge, so good luck to everyone. And today is the final day, January 3rd. By the end of the day, today's the final day for entering your photo in the Bellow Pouch Sew Along. Tons of amazing entries. I can tell by seeing your posts in the Facebook group that you all really enjoyed the Bellow Pouch from the most recent 4-pack video bundle. And again, link is in the description if you haven't entered your photo yet, or you can email me if you're having a little bit of trouble getting that uploaded. We want to make sure everyone has a fair chance to be counted for that contest. So another contest that we're doing over on Instagram, in case you're an Instagram user, we're going to be doing monthly gift certificates as well over on Instagram to encourage posting of photos there using our hashtag, which is Sewsweetness Pattern. You can find out full details again in the description on my blog post, but every week we're going to be drawing a randomly drawn winner from the photos posted on Instagram. And posting your photo on Instagram helps us because, of course, I'd like to compliment you and view the amazing photos, and using the hashtag on your photo just helps us spot those photos and make sure that we don't miss any of them. So those will all be counted in a weekly prize over on Instagram. So, all right, now it's time for the notion of the week. A friendly reminder, just about everything that I show on Sewcial Sunday are things that I've purchased myself. So these are not things that I'm getting paid to talk to you about, but just cool things that I found that I'd like to share with you. And everything that I'm scheduled to talk about, I link to in the description. So if you're interested in finding out more about any of the notions, fabrics, books, or projects that I talk about during Sewcial Sunday, just check that link in the description and you can find out more information there. So
what about the giveaway?
The giveaway, thank you, Danny. Totally, whew. All right, Danny's going to compile all the comments on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to give him a couple numbers off the top of my head, and he's going to post the winner on the screen. So, Danny, how many?
1 through 67.
How about 44 is my first number.
Yep, 1 through 20.
7.
3, 6, 7.
All right, Margaret Capone from Toronto. Congratulations to Margaret. You are the winner of the $25 gift certificate to Sewsweetness.com. If you could please email me after the show so I can get you connected with your gift certificate. And my email is sarah@sewsweetness.com, and that's Sarah with no H. All right, back to that notion of the week. So in the past, I've shown how to attach zipper pulls to zipper tape. Using a fork, which everyone should have in their house. I wanted to show another device on the show today. Last year, or maybe it was the year before, I was gifted this really fun fork attached to a piece of wood for attaching zipper pulls to. Even though I already have that device already, I wanted to share with you and investigate this item. It's called the Zipper Genie. Danny's going to switch over to the overhead camera really quick so I can show you what it looks like. So it's got this piece here with the 2 prongs for holding the zipper pulls, and this is a lug. Danny,
Wing bolt.
Wing bolt. Thank you, Danny. This wing bolt, you can adjust this so you can make this piece either higher or lower depending on where you're placing it if you've got it attached to your table. I actually have this attached to, I have on my ironing board, I have a metal strip hanging off the end for placing an iron, and I never put my iron there, but I attached this Zipper Genie to the end, and this will swivel up or down so you can attach it to your table. The clearance when this is all the way down is 1.5 inches, so you'll need at least a table width of 1.5 inches or less. All right, so I'm going to have Danny switch back to the front camera, and I'm going to show you how to attach it. Actually, maybe it's better switch back to the overhead camera. Sorry, Danny. All right, so I'm going to attach this. This is actually totally tubular. I talked about this on a recent Sewcial Sunday show. I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the end of the board and show you how easy it is to attach the zipper pulls. All right, so this is what it looks like from the overhead top-down view. And I'm going to go ahead and I pulled out a variety of zipper pulls because I wanted to demonstrate that different zipper pulls would still fit on this device. And so the prongs just hold the zipper head on. So the prongs are not going through the opening where the zipper teeth will go. The prongs are actually holding right underneath. So that's really important, so you have room for your zipper teeth to go through the opening. So I've got my zipper by the yard piece right here, and I'm just going to hold it so that the zipper is wrong side facing up. And then you just pull both sides through, and if you're not happy with, if you'd like it to be more even on the end, you can go ahead and pull it off and adjust things. All right, so one more time. There you go, and if you'd like 2 zipper pulls, if you'd like it to be a double pull zipper, you'll just attach the other pull to the opposite end facing, I guess the front head of the zipper will be facing towards each other. So I really like the Zipper Genie. As I've mentioned, I've got it on the end of my ironing board, and actually I forget it's there. It's not in my way or anything like that. And I like that it accommodates the different styles of zipper pull. I really like using this hollow zipper pull, but due to the design of it, it doesn't fit on a regular fork, and so it does fit on the Zipper Genie, and I kind of just usually finagle it from the actual pull portion when I'm attaching this from a fork, but I'm really happy that the Zipper Genie takes care of that. So I have a question for you. Let me know in the comments, have you used Zipper by the Yard or zipper tape before? Let me know. Certainly the fork method is the fastest and cheapest way to do that. The fork is really helpful so that you don't need to make it a two-person job. The fork is your partner in crime in attaching the zipper pulls to the tape. But let me know in the comments if you tried out the Zipper by the Yard yet. And I should let you know, we recently got a few new colors of zipper tape with different metallic looking teeth in stock. So we recently got black and white zippers with rose gold, gold, and gunmetal metallic look teeth, which means they're still nylon zipper teeth, but they have a metallic looking finish, so they look like they're made of metal, but they're not. And we have a few zipper pulls. We got a few like the hollow zipper pull in to test out which colors people would be selecting for the different pulls. So those are in stock now, and link is in the description. So I have a little project that I'm working on. It's not going to be ready for a couple months yet, but I wanted to get feedback and hear your stories. I wanted to collect some stories because I think, especially now, we're starting 2021, and I think we all want to start off this year on a positive note. And so I was hoping you would help me out. And I'm looking for stories about how sewing has helped your dream come true. So whatever your dream is, tell me how sewing has helped that dream come true. So I'm looking for stories to be emailed to be used on future episodes of Sewcial Sunday. And again, my email is sarah@sewsweetness.com, and that's Sarah with no H. By emailing me your story, we're both going to assume that you've granted me permission to share your story on the show. I'll just be using first names and last initials when sharing stories. And depending on the amount of stories received, I may not be able to share all stories, but anyone who emails me their story, I'll reply just so that you know that I've received it. And like I said, I'll be sharing stories in a couple months or so on Sewcial Sunday. And again, the topic of that is tell me how sewing has helped your dream come true. And again, looking forward to reading your stories and sharing them on future episodes of Sewcial Sunday. And I've typed that information in the comments as well if you'd like to have my email address to copy and paste, or if you'd just like to read again what I'm looking for. All right, new fabrics that I've added to my stash recently. I have a bit of a mixture of different types of fabrics. Danny's going to switch to the overhead camera. I always like getting a lot of animal themed fabrics. So these first three fabrics are from Deer Stella, and this sort of has a dark green background, deer all over the fabric. This one has a cream background with foxes, and then I didn't buy all the fabrics from the fabric line, just the ones that caught my eye. This one has hedgehogs, ducks, birds on it, so just cutesy little prints that caught my eye. This second one is unicorns. I love horses, love unicorns, and this is sort of like a miniature unicorn damask fabric. I'm trying to get out of the habit of only buying large scale prints because I do design smaller projects as well, like pouches, and so a lot of times I really need a smaller scale print to take care of those smaller projects. These three fabrics are from a fabric line called Fruity, and when I was getting the links before the show, I found a few more from this fabric line that I'm missing that I think I will pick up later after the show, but just some fun fruit prints. I guess they'd be great for aprons. I'm targeting these for pouches specifically. And this is from Lewis and Irene. It's, as you can see, I already started using it. It is a pastel rainbow stripe, and it's the colors are lovely. They're not too bright and overpowering, and especially for say a pouch with front and back pieces, I think this would look really nice lined up, fussy cut along the zipper so that the stripes continue on the front and the back of the pouch. So those are the new fabrics that I've added to my stash. Hope you enjoyed those. I have been, in my personal life, personal time, I've been trying to make time to work out in the mornings. I answer a bit of emails, eat breakfast, and then I go down to the basement to work out. So I've been using this daily live streaming service called Daily Burn. I started using it a few years ago. I had a bit of a gap, maybe a year gap, and then I started using it again this year. And Danny's going to post a couple photos on the screen. This is sort of a screenshot pre-pandemic of one of the workouts. And then the second photo, which is coming up in just a second, is my the days that I worked out in November and December. So they have a tracker because you're streaming from your account in the app. I have a record of all the days that I worked out. Certainly my goal is every day, but I don't give myself a hard time if I miss a day. And what else can I say about Daily Burn? So they have every day of the week, there's a new live streaming workout. It's posted in the morning and you can watch it anytime. There's also different themes or groupings of workouts that you can also follow along. Like if you're into yoga, Pilates, cardio, if you like working out with weights, if you're a beginner, all of those are included. I got my mom a subscription for Christmas also, so we could sort of work out together virtually. And I think it's really important to stay active, and even just 30 minutes a day, which is what I do, I feel a lot better when I finish my workout and like I accomplished something. And definitely our health is the number one priority, I think. In Chicago, on another note, we got snow overnight yesterday. We got snow the day before, a few days previously. So yesterday I went out and shoveled the whole driveway, and I was really proud of myself. I was like, oh, I did a good job. Now, tomorrow if it's sunny, hopefully the sun will, if there's any ice remaining, the sun will take care of that. I woke up today and I saw snow, newly fallen snow all over the driveway, and I was like, darn, all my hard work yesterday for nothing. But hopefully we have a few days now without snow. I know not everyone lives in a part of the world that has snow, but I'm looking forward to seeing your answer in the comments. What is your favorite snow activity? Or if you don't live somewhere where there's snow, what do you imagine your favorite snow activity to be? I've tried ice skating before, skiing, sledding is definitely my favorite. We have yet to find a good sled hill near our new house, but at our old house in Chicago, there was a great smaller sled hill across the streets. We lived by a forest preserve in Chicago, and so we have not sledded yet this year, but the kids are looking forward to doing that soon. All right, let's see. I wanted to share with you, the kids and I did, if you watched my show last week, the kids got me this book for Christmas called The Unofficial Disney Parks Cookbook. I linked to the book in the description if you're interested in that, and it's all recipes for food items that you can find in Disney parks. So Danny's going to switch to the overhead camera so I can show you what we made today. So the kids were really excited to make another project from the book. We chose, or rather I chose, these Mickey cookies, and these are the cookies we made. So we made a piggy, a polar bear, and of course Mickey's head. We had lots of fun using, I got some new cookie cutters for Christmas that I chose for myself, and I just wanted to share a few of them that we have not used yet. I found this really great website online called the Cookie Cutter Shop, and so I bought some interesting, unique cookie cutters like this bee and beehive. I found a cat, super cute cat. My brother's an avid fisherman, so I picked up this fish, and of course I love our hummingbirds in the yard, so I got a hummingbird. So of course they have the traditional cookie cutters like snowmen and gingerbread men and all that, but I thought it would be fun to have fun, interesting cookie cutters for things that I'm really interested in, like the hummingbird. All right, what else do I have on my outline? The book review for this week is a quilt related book, and it's similar to, so years ago I picked up this book, 5,500 quilt block designs from a used bookstore, and it's a fabulous book, but it's been out of print for several years. So Danny's going to switch to the overhead camera. So I'm not necessarily talking about this book today because, like I said, out of print, and I guess if you can find a used copy it might be relatively expensive, but the basis of the book is just documenting different styles of quilt blocks. There's no instructions in the book, but it's really interesting as a designer, even though I just don't design quilt patterns, to see all of the quilt designs laid out in the book. However, the book that I am reviewing today is a similar style of book. It's called Encyclopedia of Piece Quilt Patterns. It's coming out, I think, in a week and a half. It's compiled by Barbara Brackman, and it's based on a previous book that's also out of print. And I'm just going to flip through a few pages, but I'll tell you the coolest thing about this book in just a second. So again, like that other book, different styles of quilt blocks are shown, the names, if there's a designer, all of that's listed. Again, there's no instructions in the book. I'm just going to flip through a few. I mean, there's tons. There's how many pages? There's 500 pages in this book, so there's tons of different blocks represented. Letters of the alphabet, more intricate quilt blocks, and I've got one more page to show you. I'm always into stars, so I was really interested in this particular section of the book. The coolest part about this is that this book is sort of a companion piece to the Electric Quilt Company, who makes software for laying out fabric, cutting out fabric, and the instructions and templates are located in the software that they have. Again, the software is separate, but it's called block-based, and I thought it was super cool that you can make the blocks as big or small as you want. You can use different fabric layouts or import fabrics in there, and super cool. I've used years ago Electric Quilt Company software, and it's really nice to use. And for any aspiring quilt pattern designers, or if you just like to make your design and make your own quilts or lay out your fabrics, this is really cool. So I wanted to share this with you because I had that other book which I showed you, and I look at it from time to time whenever I get into my head, I don't know, like, how many bags can I design? Maybe I'll try garments or quilts. Whenever I get that in my head, I pore over books like now this new book that I have, or this one I used to pore over and think, like, what can I come up with? And needless to say, I am not a quilt pattern designer, but it is very interesting to dream. And this book is, both of these books certainly give you the tools to dream it with. So anyway, that new book especially was very interesting with that Electric Quilt software. So with that being said, I'd like to invite all of the bag makers to stand proud. Let us know in the comments that you're part of the Sewsweetness Squad. We're so happy that you're here. Let's start off the new year with sewing lots of fun bag projects, and we're looking forward to seeing your projects posted whatever social media that you're a part of, either Facebook, Instagram. If you don't use any social media, we always love to see your photos if you care to email those. And so however you share the photos, we really love looking at them. And Danny also, we look at some of the pictures together and ooh and ah and gasp over some of the handmade bags. So thank you for being part of our community. So this week, instead of a tutorial demonstration, Danny suggested a few weeks ago that I do for the new year sort of some top 5 lists. So top 5 patterns, top 5 notions. I have 6 different lists. We're going to run through those, and I've collected some pictures. A lot of them are taken from our Facebook group. If you're not already a member of the group, there's a link in the description so that you can join us over there in the Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm going to start running through our top 5 of 2020 lists, and the first grouping of that list is top videos. So Danny's going to put some pictures on the screen. Top 5 videos, the Oslo craft bag. This one's made by Veronica Cadavera. I just love the different fabrics that she used for hers. Number 2 is the Baker Street bag. This one's made by Augusta. She made it with repurposed denim. As you can see, it's got the pocket on the front of her bag. Love that, so creative. Number 3 is the Clydebank tote. This one's made by Karen Britton, and she added the extra side pockets, and you can see she used the plum purple cork for the sides of her bag. Number 4 is the Kennedy bag. This one's made by Jen Gingrich, and this was a gift for her sister, and this is her sister holding her gifted Kennedy bag. Love the smile on her face. And the number 5 top video is how to attach zipper pulls to zipper tape, and this picture's from Holly Petey, showing how she organizes her zipper tape and zipper pull. So lots of fun looking through those pictures. And yeah, I must say that looking through the Facebook group on a daily basis is just so inspiring, and I'm just so excited to see what everyone's up to, seeing all the helpful answers to questions in the group. So yeah, good job everyone, and yeah, yay for our community. So the next list is the top cork. So this is the top 5 colors of cork as sold in our shop. This is number 1. This is black cork. This picture is from Carol Highhouse. This is her paladin pouch that she made with black cork, and I love the handmade tags that she added to her finished pouch. Number 2 on the list is black with rainbow cork. This one's from Karen Arigi. I think I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I love the different colors on the zippers. Number 3 is the natural cork, the first cork that we ever started selling. This picture's from Susan Kelly, and this is her Edelweiss bag, and love that the cork is used for the entire outer body of this backpack. It just turned out great. Number 4 is Jean's blue cork. This picture's from Kathy Bellamy, and this is her Sublime bag. The Jeans blue is one of my favorite colors, and it goes with so many different fabrics, and love that bag with the tassel as well. Number 5 is the natural with gold cork, and this is made by Carla Taylor, and this is her Park Sling backpack. So yeah, actually all of these lists are compiled with our top sellers on our website, and so that's how I got this information. So when I'm saying top 5 and listing 1 through 5, that's where the information comes based on what you're buying. So the top notions are always my favorite. I love notions. Number 1 is the precision turning tool. Love this. It's great for gently poking out corners without ripping out the corner of your turned pocket or flap. The number 2 notion is the fast turn tool. There's a demonstration video showing how to use this tool. We featured it early on Sewcial Sunday. Dritz Wash Away Wonder Tape. I use it for zipper pockets, lots of other applications. I go through it very quickly. I use a lot of Dritz Wash Away Wonder Tape. The Easy Point and Turner. This picture's from Penny Hannon. That green tool is the Easy Point and Turner, and there's a video demonstration if you click on the link in my blog post for that. And the Snap Setter tool, also a video available showing how to demonstrate how to insert purl snaps. All right, halfway through now. My next top 5 list is the top free patterns. Number 1 is the Tower Crossbody bag. This one's made by Patricia McGill. Love that dragonfly fabric and her custom tag on the front. Number 2 is the Persimmon Dumpling pouch. This one's made by Sally Edworthy. These were all made with men's ties. Fantastic. They look fantastic, and what a great keepsake. The number 3 project is the Windsor pouch. This one's made by Renee Manendice. He made a whole set in various Harry Potter fabrics. The number 4 top free pattern is the Baker Street bag. This one's made by Katie Baker, and she machine quilted some vinyl, some white vinyl for her Baker Street. And the number 5 is the Faithwell storage bin. This one's made by Anne Renee, and also I slipped in a second picture of the Faithwell storage bin. This is the pattern hack of the kitty condo. This one's made by Kathy Fly, and as you can see, her cat is enjoying his holiday gift. All right, my next list, 2 more remaining. My next top 5 list is the top acrylic templates. Acrylic templates are so useful. The number 1 acrylic template is the seam guide. As you can see, Gail has this attached to the side of her sewing machine with a command hook. The number 2 acrylic template is a zipper pocket. Jamie Stevens posted this picture in the Facebook group recently of her zipper pocket template. The number 3 template is the rivet placement tool, and this is Michelle Owen's photo, and I should say all of these acrylic templates have demonstration videos, and you can find that in the description. All of my links are posted. This is number 4, the purse feet alignment ruler. This is just my photo. And then number 5 is the boxing corner template. This is a photo that Jackie posted in the group of her Sewsweetness haul, and the boxing corner template was included in that photo. So I thought this was really interesting. The last top 5 list is the top patterns, top Sewsweetness patterns, top selling for 2020. This Bella pouch is number 1. This photo is from Helena. Sorry, I need to grab some water. Number 2 is the Park Sling backpack. These were made by Crystal 2 Hearts. I love the college emblems on the lower corners. Number 3 is the Widget Messenger bag. This was made by Shannon Gale, and I think she used custom vinyl for this one. Number 4 is the Paladin pouch. This one's made by Katarina Monday, and I like the heart applique on the front. Lining, super cute. And number 5 for 2020 was the Super Bloom tote bag, and this one was made by Tracy Chen. So I don't know, it was just interesting going through and seeing what people were purchasing the most of for 2020. I'm sure the list will be totally different for this year. All of the links I've included in the description, so I know I went through all of those projects really quick, but if you'd like to glance through my list and check out the links to those items or patterns, everything's linked to in the description, and you can find out all of that on my blog post. So let's get over to some questions and the final giveaway for tonight's show. So if you have a question for me, let me know in the comments. It can be a general sewing related question about a notion or tool, or a general bag making question. Type your question right now in the comments on either Facebook or YouTube, wherever you watch Sewcial Sunday. And before we get over to answering the questions, I wanted to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, and that winner is Linda Davis. So congratulations to you, Linda. I've contacted Linda on social media and just waiting to hear back from her so that I can get her connected with her prize. There's another giveaway at the end of the show after the questions, so stay tuned for that. All right, Danny, take it away with the questions. Oh, by the way, this is another Christmas gift. My friend Dorota got this set of horse mugs for me for Christmas, so I'm trying to use all of my gifts so that I can think about the people that I love and enjoy the gifts that they gave me. Kristen said, is this the same thing as the zipper jig? To be honest, I'm not sure if there's a similar product under a different name called the zipper jig. The one I demonstrated was the Zipper Genie, but perhaps if anyone knows, let us know in the comments if you have a zipper jig, and Danny will look out for your comment to post it on the screen. Teresa says, does the jig work for all sizes of zippers? I only have Zipper by the Yard in my stash in number 5 handbag zippers or number 3 zippers, which are also known as dress skirt zippers. I've used that Zipper Genie for both sizes of zippers recently, and works great for both sizes. Sarah says, okay, that's easier than what I do now. Is the other fork one as good? So this one, yes, this one works great as well. I suppose if you needed to, you could separate the teeth if you needed to accommodate a wider range of zipper pulls. Like I mentioned, for whatever reason, the design of this hollow zipper pull, which I use a lot, it doesn't fit on this particular zipper apparatus, but it did work on the Zipper Genie. Is there such a thing as number 3 zipper tape and pulls like the number 5? Yes, we actually have number 3 zipper tape and number 3 pulls on the Sewsweetness website, and you can just check the link in the description. I linked to zipper tape, and all of those are there. You'll just want to make sure you're paying attention to what the listing says, if it's number 5 or it's number 3. Would you ever stock zipper pulls for number 4.5 zippers? I have a stock of number 4.5 Zipper by the Yard, but the pulls are hard to find except the plain ones. I totally feel your pain. Unfortunately, at this time, just because we're limited on space, we'll just be carrying the number 5s and the number 3s. I'm not sure if it will work for the zipper tape you have, because I'm not sure what kind you have, but the By Annie zippers, she sells Zipper by the Yard in number 4.5 and also number 4.5 pulls, and you can find those on the By Annie website. Karen says, I've never used Zipper by the Yard. I just watched your video today regarding attaching zipper tabs. Is the Zipper Genie available for purchase? Yes, I've linked to the Zipper Genie. There's a link in the description for the Zipper Genie, and I'm so happy the video for the zipper tabs was helpful. We have a lot of free tutorial videos, about 10 minutes or less, on our YouTube channel, and you can also find that on my websites. They're all organized in a specific area, and I've linked to that. There's always a link in the description for the tutorial videos in case you're interested in checking out what there is available. Chris says, where do you purchase your materials? So that's a great question. My favorite online shops are Hawthorne Supply Company, Brew Stitched, brew like brewing coffee, Stash Fabrics, and Fat Quarter Shop. I tried posting to your Facebook site but couldn't find the box to enter my text and photo into. Is there a specific way to share what I have made? So we have two different components on Facebook. We have the Facebook page, which is our business page. We post photos of what we're up to and customer photos. And there's also the Facebook group. The Facebook group is private and closed, and only members that are in the group can see what's posted there, and members can post questions, photos of their completed projects. And there's a link in the description for the Facebook group, which is what you're looking for if you'd like to post photos of your finished projects. Lorna says, Sarah, can you provide the name of the Christmas quilt you shared last week? Oh, great question. I actually have my binder here because I was going to work on it. So the one I just finished, they're all patterns by Corinne Savy. Christmas Cheer is the one, maybe if I hold it up here. Christmas Cheer is the one I just finished. I finished the quilt top right before Christmas. The one I'm starting on, which is brand new, I purchased this one a couple weeks ago. It's called Santa's Helpers. Hopefully you can see that okay. So that's the one. The polar bear block is the first block that went out. The polar bears right here. So that's the block I'm going to be working on, and it's throughout 2021. So a leisurely quilt along, but I'm really looking forward to having two different Christmas quilts for Christmas next year. Bernadette says, how do you protect the cork or vinyl from the feed dog teeth when sewing? If you'd like, and I've used this in the past, you can use tissue paper, sort of like what they use on medical exam tables at the doctor's office. You can use a bit of tissue paper underneath to protect the cork from the feed dogs, and then it'll just tear away after you stitch through it. You actually stitch through it. It'll just tear away. You'll have a little bit of pieces of tissue to need to remove from a few of the stitches, but it's a good way to protect the fabric. For instance, if you're top stitching straps where you have a layer of cork on both the top and the bottom. Kathy says, what is the difference in the number 3 and the number 5 zipper? So the width of the zipper tape is different. The number 3 zippers are about 7/8 of an inch wide. Number 5 or number 4.5 zippers are usually about 1 1/4 of an inch wide. The zipper teeth are also a different size, and often the pulls are larger pulls. I do have a free video on my YouTube channel talking about different types of zippers. So if you just go to the Sewsweetness channel, there's a search box. You can type in types of zippers and that video will come up. Sharon says, does the purse feet template assist in setting a 5th foot in the center middle of the base? That's always challenging for me. So I only have the placement for lining up from the edge of the fabric. If you'd like to have the 1 extra foot or 2 extra foot in the middle, you can do that. You'll just need to measure over from, move the template over to the purse feet that you measured for on the outer edge, and then you can center it that way, or you can just take your traditional quilting ruler and mark the center line going vertically, and then use the purse feet template to mark the purse feet placement that way. Michelle says, which backpack is recommended to hold a 15-inch laptop? So I'd recommend, oh, there we go, there's the full question. A 13-inch computer. Also, if it does not have exterior side pockets, are there instructions to add them separately? So I have a few free tutorial videos on my YouTube channel for adding side pockets. One is how to add side pockets to any bag, and the other, which I did recently, was how to add mesh elastic pockets to any project. So look for those 2 videos. You can find it on my website or on YouTube. For the 13-inch computer, if it's a laptop, especially a thinner laptop, you might consider, there's a couple options, perhaps the grab and go sleeve from Minikin Season 1. I'm not sure if you're looking for a more substantial bag, but the triple threat briefcase will also work for toting around a laptop, or the Lilium laptop bag. What's your favorite material to use in making bags? I really love using quilting cotton, which is usually what I share with you in regards to fabric that I've added to my stash. I like combining a little bit of cork or vinyl with the quilting cotton, but quilting cotton or sometimes a canvas fabric is usually what I'm using for bag making. I just like the different print options that quilting cotton has available. Lori says, why do you prefer cotton over poly thread? So I use Aurifil 40 weight thread, which is 100% cotton. I've used polyester thread before. I've just been using Aurifil for a lot of years, and I really like nice clean thread. It works well with my machine. Polyester thread is certainly fine. I guess, I don't know, I guess I got into the habit of using the same substrate for the thread as I'm using for most of my projects, and as I'm using quilting cotton for most of my bag projects at least. That's usually cotton fabric, and so I'm using cotton thread. But polyester, a lot of people use polyester thread for bag making, and that's completely fine. Terry says, do you treat cork fabric the same as faux leather? Which would be easier to start with? Newbie with these fabrics. So I do have a free video on my YouTube channel, which is the free video, the first video that we ever made, how to sew with cork fabric. I feel like a lot of the methods that I share in that video can also be used for vinyl. A lot of vinyls are less expensive than cork fabric, but I do like the unique feel and look of the cork fabric. So I use cork fabric way more than I do vinyl. I would say get, you know, a smaller piece of each and see which you like better. I do have really quick 10-minute projects that I also have accompanying videos for, and it's called 6 Quick Cork Projects. You can find those on my YouTube channel or the Sewsweetness website, and they're just quick things like a little zipper pouch, an eyeglass case. You can make those with cork or vinyl, and it gives you the chance to make a small project with a little bit of fabric and get to practice with either of those substrates. Corey says, Sarah, how many layers can your machine sew through with your Juki? I'm looking at one for sewing through 10 layers of cotton plus cork. For sure, my Juki could sew through 10 layers of quilting cotton. I'm not sure how many layers of cork. I did make a video, I think it was a couple years now. You can find it again on YouTube and on my website about my sewing machine. If you type in the YouTube channel, my sewing machine, that video should come up, and I demonstrate the different features of my machine, as well as I throw multiple layers of foam interfacing and cork fabric through the machine, so you can check that out for an actual video demonstration of sewing with multiple layers. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda says, I did 8 layers of cork with no issue on my Juki TL 2000 QI. I went slow, but it didn't struggle at all. Supposedly it can handle 12 layers of denim. Thank you so much for that, Amanda. See, everyone that watches Sewcial Sunday is so great with posting helpful follow-ups in the comments. Thank you for doing that. Lisa says, can you use basting spray to apply non-fusible foam that you trim out of the seam allowance to reduce bulk? So I've used a few methods for attaching a piece of foam to a piece of fabric that's a little bigger. I've used a washable glue stick. I'm not sure if my glue stick is over here. I don't think it is right now. I've used a washable glue stick. I use the Fons imported glue stick for gluing the perimeter, gluing the outer corners. I've also used Dritz Wash Away Wonder Tape for that. I do have friends that have used quilt basting spray, such as June Taylor spray, for basting the fabric to the foam. I don't often do that, but it's certainly an option, and you can, if you'd like to, do a little test square before you start working on your project by basting maybe a little 5-inch square or 10-inch square of cotton fabric to foam and see how you like the finish. And I recommend, after applying it, let it dry, crumple it up to simulate how what you would need to do to turn the bag right side out through the opening in the lining if you're making a bag like that. Iron it flat and see what it looks like, and if you're happy with the finish, it's always a great idea to do a little test swatch before you start on your project. Another question about the cork. It's hard to figure out the quality and thickness of cork before you buy online. I bought some and I can actually see through it. Oh no, that sounds terrible. What is the thickness of the cork in your shop? So the cork that we sell is approximately 0.8 millimeters in thickness. Again, that varies slightly depending on the specific dye lot of the cork. The glitter vinyl and the faux leather that we sell is a little bit thinner. It's approximately 0.6 millimeters in thickness. This is a really good one. Thank you, Christina. Christina says water soluble stabilizer is a good thing to use. Use also rather than tissue, you can just squirt it with water and it goes away, no seam picking. I have not thought about that before, but thank you for being on the ball with that, Christina, and piping up with that comment. Kathy says, how do you join the Sewsweetness Squad? So that's kind of just a term that we use during the show just to get everyone excited about bag making. We do have a private Facebook group if you're not already a member of it. I see you're commenting from your Facebook account, and the link to our Sewsweetness group is in the comments in case you're not already a member. All right, Danny's calling it on the questions, so I apologize if I did not get your question live. It's funny, the last couple of months, when we finish the show, I always think to myself, like, wow, we had a lot of great questions tonight, and I feel the same way this evening, so thank you for all of the really great questions. The giveaway for tonight is, I was just thinking to myself, what did I choose for the giveaway tonight? So tonight I chose the giveaway prize of a bolt of Peltex. Yes, one full bolt from my stash. All you need to do to enter the giveaway is answer this question in the comments. I'll draw one randomly drawn winner at the end of the day this Saturday and announce the winner on next Sunday's show. Since I was talking about that Disney cookbook, this question popped into my head. What is your favorite Disney character? Let me know in the comments, and that will be your entry for the giveaway. So I hope you have a great week and happy sewing. Bye, everybody.